who are excited and interested to know more about the salary, and then let's just share about the thing that is close to our hearts. Why I wanted to do this salary stuff today was because it's one of the main highlights of our this project, right? No, there are 9 other income opportunities, but this is one of the things to one of the main highlights that we want to talk about, because why salary is very close to people's heart. But before that, let me share an illustration with you, right? Let me talk about the power of choice. Okay? Let me share my screen and then let me share about the power of choice. We've got Sonu Nigam. Wow. Alright. Let's talk about the power of choice. Because why? We are not born winners or we are not born losers. We are born choosers. So let me talk about the power of choice. Okay? If you are offered $1 million USD upfront, or $1 to start, which multiplies every day for 1 month, which would you choose? 1 million USD seems like an obvious choice. But let's look at what happens to $1 a day multiplication. Day 1 is $1. Day 2, multiply, times 2, $2. Day 3, $4, 2 times 2 becomes $4. Day 4, $8, boring. Day 5, $16, no big deal. Day 6, $32. By this time, because some people will be thinking that I wish I have taken that $1 million. Day 7, $64, no big deal. Day 8, $128, nothing, cannot change your life. Day 9, $256, looks interesting but nothing compared to $1 million. Day 10, $512. Day 15, let's check what happened after 15. Day 15 is 16,000. So, starting to become interesting, but still nothing compared to 1 million. Day 20, it becomes $524. $524,288. This is just $1 multiplying 2486. Okay? In 20 days. After 25 days, you have $16 million. $1 multiplying every time. That is why this is the power of it. What about day 26? Day 26, $33 million. Day 27, $67 million. Day 28, $134 million. Day 29, $268. Day 30, $536,000. Okay? This is the power of compounding effect. One of the very important thing always to remember is that you cannot count the seeds in an apple. But you can count the seeds in an apple, but you cannot count the apples in the seed. This is what this project is all about. Building up your salary, building up your everything is all about making a proper choice, right? Now, at the end of the day, what we are looking for something that is going to be stable and something that is going to be consistent, as well as going to be something that is going to be ongoing for a long time, right? So for those things to happen, we need to be able to choose correctly, right? There will be some people who think that, okay, if we have something that can pay us high at the beginning, and then that will be good. There must be, in every project, there must be instant gratification, which means to say immediately you get something. There must be midterm excitement, and there must be, I repeat again, long-term gratification. There must be. If there isn't all these things in place, then we will have a project that is not going to last long. People's excitement need to be kept. So here is when we start to look at what we have and how do we actually make the best of it. You can see from that compounding dollar, if it's done correctly, people who know it, the compounding effect is very powerful. People who don't know it will think that I just take $1 million, I can do a lot of things, right? So that is really why I shared that at the beginning, is because I'm going to connect that with you. I'm going to connect that with you to the project that we have, right? Now let's get into the slides. What do we want to share? Okay. Now to do justification to what we are doing, we will need to really understand the whole salary again, all right? And again, we are very, 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 Team 123 International is very proud to present Gain Protocol's lifetime salary, right? Now, we know that this is a unique income structure with a potential lifetime payout. We know we are all members, we are all people who are already, some of us are enjoying the salary already, and then some of us are already in the program, we know it, right? So this is unique. Right now, we have to remember that these are the things that are vital for us to know. Very important for us to know how is it paid, how do we arrive at this. Now, remember that this is a unique income based on your team's total business volume. And the payout is based on point system. And we must recognize that there will be conditions that must be met to qualify for the payout. Now, on the left, you can see your table. For your business volume of 1,000, you get $100 reward. For 2,000, you get 200. 5,000, you get 500. 10,000, 1,000. 20,000, 2,000. And 40,000 and above, it is lifetime. So as you can do some calculation, you can see from 1,000 to 20,000, what you have is 10% reward of your business volume. And on the right, you can see the point structure. The point structure is clear-cut. For 1,000, you got 1 point. For 2,000, you get 2 points. For 5,000, you get 5 points. It is very, very important for us to understand the point system and understand this. Because why? When you meet new people, don't assume that they can understand just by looking at the slides. You will need to be able to explain to them why is it calculated like this? Why is this? Right? So, now these are the things that, and these points that I pointed out, unique structure based total business volume, because people also get confused sometimes. They think that they have to bring in direct, right? Now, the other thing is that, which is one of the sweetest highlights, is that we get paid, the payout is done every 10 days, right? Acknowledge this, that the cut-off dates are important for us to tell team members, because when we go to the field or when we're talking to people, when we're discussing on Zooms even, right? We must be able to tell them when are the cut-off, because these are also points where people start to say, okay, 10th is the cut-off, 20th is the cut-off, last day of the month. If they are falling back a little bit, somebody is going, let's say they have got already 4,800, 200 to go, and 2 days more to closing. You see, natural tendencies, people will be able to push themselves a little bit more to get it done, right? So that's why it is important to acknowledge this, right? And remember that salary, just as today is the 11th, salary is credited today, 1st, 11th, and 21st. These are important dates for us to remember. These are joyful dates, okay? Now, the next thing that we have to be very, very familiar and very clear with is the conditions to qualify for the salary. Power leg 40%, weaker leg 60%. This is the ratio that we must meet. We also need to acknowledge that the power leg is, what is the power leg? Many people still get confused with the power leg. What is the power leg? The power leg is your highest performing leg. We're talking about 10 directs. In this program, by now, we are all matured. We understand, matured into the program, or even if we have come in, recognize that this program is, priority of the program is team building, right? And community building, right? And so the requirement for us to fully enjoy every part of the compensation will be to have 10 directs, right? So now let's talk about 10 directs. If we talk about power leg comparison, listen, one of your leg and the rest of the 9 will constitute your weaker leg. Right? Why is it weaker leg? It's weaker than the power leg. That's all. It doesn't mean that all put together it's weaker than the power leg. It's not. It's the individual leg they're counting. These are the weaker legs. Right? Actually, it should be weaker legs. Right? So the rest of the team will be your weaker leg. So 60-40. But also acknowledge that power leg is determined by the system based on your business volume team, right? Team's business volume. Don't worry about it. The system will automatically detect and identify your power leg. And the other thing also is that power leg is not fixed. You don't select, you don't have to choose, you don't have to determine which one is your power leg. It's all system arranged. Okay? One of the to also understand is that Power Lake is not fixed. Power Lake will not remain the okay. If Team A is performing well, highest business volume now, and they say tomorrow Team B overtakes, then Team B becomes the Power Lake, and it is automatic. You don't have to go and click any button and say, now I change Power Lake. You don't have to do anything like that. Everything is system organized, right? And acknowledge this, that the points that we have here are based on the qualification, right? Now, on this side, what I've done is that I wanted to give you a breakdown of the business volume, all right? And another important thing to explain again and again to our team members is that you will not qualify for any payout if the ratio is not met. For example, for a $20,000 business volume, all right? Power Lake has only got 5,000 and Weaker Lake has got 15,000. You're not qualified until your Power Lake volume is at least 8,000. People get upset. I know network marketing leaders are very excited. Whenever you tell them about something, they just go after it and then they don't pay attention to details. When they don't pay attention to detail and when they get 20,000 and then you tell them, hey, now you don't qualify because they get upset. All right? That is the reason why we created this table to show you what should be the breakdown. All right? How much should be on your Power Lake and how much should need to be on your Weaker Lake to qualify for the brackets that we are talking about. 1,000 bracket, 2,000 bracket, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, especially we're talking about lifetime incomes. Right? Now here is when we need to make a very, very clear understanding that these must be met. If these are not met, somebody qualify for 40,000 and they don't, and the Power Lake and the ratio is not met, and they will feel as if they were cheated. But if we keep on reminding them, you know what, even if they don't hit when they qualify, they understand, they will accept the fact that yes, they have not met the criteria. Okay? So just remember that these are things that should not be kept. Sometimes some leaders are afraid that if we tell them like this, then people don't want to work. No, actually, to be honest, that should never even come to our mind. Most people, as far as I understand, most people appreciate when we are upfront. Many a times, people are upset with network marketers because many things they only exaggerate, they don't speak. And then later they said, actually, it's supposed to be like this and like that. Then it becomes unpleasant. That's why if we are transparent, this project is 100% transparency, right? There is 100% transparency in all that. So then we need to be transparent with our members also. Okay? Now let's look at the interesting part. To qualify for lifetime income, business volume must be above 40,000. Ratio must be met. We are aware of that now. For Power Lake to be 16,000, Weaker Lake 24,000. Once conditions are met, you qualify for lifetime. Now let's look at the payout, right? What is the example of the distribution? Let's talk about the potential of lifetime income payout. Example of business of 40,000. Now let's say that the Power Lake is already qualified 16,024. Why am I saying it again? I want to repeat this so that it sinks in. Some things are worth repeating so that it becomes clear on your mind. I even created a sticker for the team so that we can send and let people know this is what we want to qualify for, this is what we need. So once your conditions are met, you qualify for lifetime. So based on this example, we will qualify based on earlier we talked about the points. You have 40 points. Okay. Now with 40 points, let's look at how is the point value calculated. Now 20% of turnover and 10% from all projects. What is 20% turnover? 20% turnover means every time when you look at our total 100% distribution, for the basic package is 10%. That is just that basic package, but from upgrades onwards, every upgrade, 20% of every upgrade goes into the pool. Okay, this is how you are paid. So don't it's not a concern about can they pay, right? Okay, so this is what it is, right? So now 20% from every upgrade goes here, plus 10% from every sign up. So that will form this thing, plus 10% from company's project. This is that part which makes you a partner with the company instantly. once you qualify, right? It is almost every individual's dream to be a partner in a company. So this is when you get a chance, right? So now it will be taken together and divided by the salary point achievers. Here we will use the point assumption. Let's say, okay, because right now it's 10 days, 10 days, 10 days, all right? Every 10 days is cut off, 10 days is cut off. Let's just take 25,000 from the turnover and 25,000 from the company's projects, okay? And let's say there are 5,000 points that qualify. What do you mean by 5,000 points? That means to say the number of people qualify times whatever points they have. All right, whatever points is their qualification. For $1,000 qualification is 1 point. For 10,000 is 10 points. For 40,000 is 40 points. So for that sake, all right. If we take the total and we divide by the 5,000, we get $10 per point. Let's take $10 per point for easy calculation's sake. All right. Now, based on this example, each point is $10. So if you qualify for 40 points, then you have 40 times $10 is $400. That means your salary for that particular 10 days, all right, will be based on that point of $10 will be 400. Now remember that every payout will be different depending on point value. And this $10 which I'm using is not fixed. It is just an assumption. Okay. Now, how about the business volume? Let's talk about a little bit more about the business volume of less than 40,000, because many of our team members are coming there or will start. Most of us will start from there anyway, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, right? So now a lot of people qualify for this. So they will want to know what's in it for them. How do they get there, right? So now same thing, the calculation of the turnover is the same. If they have a business volume of 1,000, their reward is $100. They have 1 point. Now, based on this example, each point is based on $10, so they will get $10. You get paid $10, balance carried forward for the next payout, right? The structure is such, right? The structure is designed in such a way. And then once you hit 2,000, the same thing will happen. That means your point, you have $2,000 business volume, your reward is 200, you got 2 points. Then if 1 point is $10, you get paid 2 points times 10 to $20, and then the balance of 180 carried forward for the next payout. Same goes to 5,000 business volume, reward $500, 5 points. Now this time is that you are going to get same thing, 5 times 10, $50, and then 450 carried forward. All right, same for 10,000, but you get 10 points, so times 10 is $100, and then the rest of $900 will be carried forward. Same goes for $20, right? Now, for $2,000, your reward is 20,000. Your reward is 2,000 points, and you have 20 points. 20 points times 10 is 200, so you will get paid, and then the 1,800 is carried forward, right? So this is the structure. Now, one of the important things to recognize is that this is the payout for business volume less than 40,000 will cease once the reward is fully paid. That means once if you qualify for 100, then you have 100. Once your 100 is paid, then it's over until you qualify for the next bracket. Okay. Another one thing to acknowledge is that let's say you have a $100 reward and you qualify for 1 point. Let's just say the point is $120 per point. You are entitled to 1 point. You will still get a reward of $100, not $120, because your entitlement is $100 reward maximum, right? So even if the point is more than $100, if you qualify for 1 point, you get exactly what your reward is supposed to be, right? Okay, just remember that. Now, once your business volume is more than 40,000 and your ratio is met, you will be entitled to lifetime payout. Now, this is the unique part. Okay, you qualify once and you earn for a lifetime. That is the reason why we are passionate about this. That's the reason why it's going to give you a consistent and sustainable income. How do we talk about the sustainability now? Now, let's go to the next step, okay? Now that we know that salary is paid every 10 days, some members may be wondering, where is the money coming from to pay for the salary every time? More importantly, can this system be sustained? Now let's talk about this. All right? To have 100% clarity, we need to understand the 100% distribution of all upgrades and sign-ups. All right, and the withdrawal limits. Let's recap the 100% distribution and the withdrawal limits once again. Now, remember that this is the distribution, right? We talk about starter package and above, right? For starter package and above, 15 for the distribution, every time there is a upgrade, global upline distribution will be 15%, global downline 15%, 15% for single leg, 15% for global pool, salary is 20%, and level income is 10, upgrade and spillover together is 10%, but in actual fact it's 5 and 5, right? Now here we talk about the salary, 20%, right? Now let's see. What about the terms of withdrawal? Minimum withdrawal $10, daily withdrawal limit 5 times, above $50, unlimited. So if there is no need, if there is a concern, then the company will put a limit. There's no limit. There's no limit actually. The only reason why the limit of 5 times when it's below $50 is because they don't want the network to be congested. But I want to highlight to you the auto upgradation after 2 times income is something which will take place if you, let's say like now you have a $20 package and you have not upgraded. Alright, now the system will detect 20, whatever you have put in 2 times. Right? Now let's say that you can withdraw 2 times the limit, right? So if you have withdrawn $40 and then you have money accumulated, once it's accumulated up to another $40, the system will upgrade you. On the other hand, if you have $30 in there, $40 in there, $50 in there, you did not withdraw, the system will not upgrade you even if you are 60 or 70 until you come to $80, right? The system will respect you enough to let you decide. But auto upgradation will take place immediately after that. You have got your 2 times thing, right? Now for Royal Crown package, auto top up again and again after 2 times, right? I have a training session which I did showing people, is this a good point or a bad point? Now let me share with you why is this important for you to know. Because people will ask, people want to know, we ourselves also need to know, is this sustainable, right? And we also know that the organization is distributing 100%. Whatever money comes to us is distributed 100%, and whatever is for them is only the 10% from project growth. Okay? 10% from the withdrawal, and they use it for this project, not the other projects, the other 10 projects that they are starting. That one they have invested enough money, they are ready. This is to sustain this system, this network marketing system, right? Now, let's talk about salary pool sustainability. Let's assume let's just remember this one thing, okay? The assumptions that I'm taking on a very conservative basis. Extremely conservative. I am not that I'm a pessimistic person. I'm a very optimistic person, but I don't like to exaggerate. I like to make it clear to people that let's look at it from the angle that is going to be acceptable for people. And then, of course, if it's bigger than that, it's bonus, right? And it will be bigger than that. But let's assume there will be 100 Royal Crowns qualifiers. It's important for you to know this, right? They will need to upgrade again and again based on 2 times withdrawal limit. This is very important for you to understand. This is the only program that I know of. I don't know if there are of any other program. Maybe there are, but I don't know. But this is the only program that I know of that the system is designed in such a way that the people who have qualified for higher rank will need to support the people who are new and are coming. Alright? Now this is really pleasant because now in all the plans that I know of, usually the people who are new will be coming in to support the people who have come in earlier. Is that good or bad? No, it doesn't mean good. What is good or bad? What is bad is not what we're discussing. We're discussing how the systems work. So here is when the company has done something for us. Alright? Anytime somebody goes up to Royal Crown, the 2 times withdrawal limit is applicable to any rank. So even if they are Royal Crown, whatever amount of money they have spent on the project, they will be able to withdraw 2 times only. Once they have withdrawn the that limit, then they will need to upgrade again. Why would they upgrade? Of course, you have a whole team under you. I mean, money is coming in and you need to upgrade. You want to stay in the program, right? So now this is when this will happen again and again, right? Now let's just take wonder. Let's just make the calculation, okay? Now for every time a Royal Crown upgrades, 20% of whatever upgrade fee of 10,240 goes to your salary pool to pay for you. Think about it very, very with a really, really, clear mind. The whole world, there will be Royal Crowns from all over the world. That means even if you qualify for whether it's a $1,000 bracket first, then 2,000, then 5,000, then 10,000, 20,000, or lifetime, right, or 40,000, you are going to be supported by a whole host of people to pay your salary. Okay, so now here we talk about 2048 for one, right? We know that, right? Now we are talking about 100 Royal Crowns. That means to say that $2,048 times 100, $204,000 will go into your pool. I'm just talking about just one segment only, just the Royal Crowns. We're not talking about other people who are upgrading and all that. I'm just showing you why this will be sustainable. Take care of. It's a Mobius loop protocol. Now you can understand each term because they have stated in their in the presentation we talk about Mobius loop. What is Mobius loop? Mobius loop is a system that will repeat itself again and again and again, just like recycling, right? But Mobius loop is more into things happening again and again. So this is why you will, the more you understand the plan, the more you will appreciate it. The more you understand the plan, the more confident you will have when you're talking to people about your this project, all that, right? Why did I take time to explain this today? It's because today is salary day. It won't be right for us to think that, the last time the salary payout was 20.36. Why is it 7 now? Because if you were to take, right, I'll show you my back office and then we'll talk that calculation later. Now, remember this one thing. How much per point is not in our control, but we can work towards qualifying for more points. This is your role. You continue to work towards the business, to work towards it to qualify. All right? Just imagine when you have, let's just talk about 150 points. Okay? 150 points, even if the point value is $5. Okay? You're still getting money. Even if it's $10, it's good. Can you imagine 150 times 10 is $1,500. If it's $5, it's $750. Every 10 days for you to get $750. Even if it's $3. Okay? 150 times 3. You're getting $450 every 10 days. I'm not saying it's big money, but it's a token of appreciation. Correct? But imagine, work yourself, work your way out. And another one unique thing to understand is, at this moment, everybody is on $20, $40, maybe $80, $160. Not many upper ranks yet, right? Now, if you are qualifying, let's say somebody has qualified for 10,000 and you keep on doing what you need to do, the people in your team itself will need to upgrade. Even if you stop doing work, they will upgrade. So your salary will continue to increase. Your bracket will increase. So that is why pay attention to what needs to be done. Take care of the system and the system will take care of you. How do you take care of the system? Bring in 10 directs. Minimum. Alright? Even if you just want to start with $20, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. The system will upgrade you. When the money comes in, you can upgrade. It's alright. That is why I am so passionate about this program, is because it truly is. You see, if you do a little bit of a history check, network marketing was started, or it was direct selling, that they call it, right? It started because during the Great Depression, where people had no jobs. So once one businessman who wanted to help out did one thing. You take my product, you go and sell one, and then tomorrow you come back, you give me the money, you take another one. It started that way, and then of course it evolved, and then all things are now, it is an industry by itself now. Now this is in this system. We have just come out of a pandemic. No matter what, many have not recovered. Many countries have also faced a lot of other challenges because the economic situation has not changed much, right? And people are struggling. So imagine if a program is too expensive. I mean, no matter how good the program is, if people cannot afford to join, then it's really no big deal. But here is a $20 program. You start with $20, and the promise is that with $20 you can still qualify for whatever you want to qualify for. Okay, you may miss out a little bit on the IDs and all that at the beginning, but that's okay. If you really don't have the money, it's all right. You bring in the 10 people. That is the priority. Priority is bringing 10. Once you bring in your 10, number one, each person is going to give you $4 because of the 20% of the what do you call that, direct sales commission. 10 people, you got your $40. You have your $40 to upgrade. The upline, global upline income, the global downline income becomes bonus already, right? So now, this program is designed to give every individual a chance. Take the chance. It is not about coming in with, oh, I must come in, I must put more money, put diamond. Of course, if you can afford, why not? Why I did upgrade myself to diamond, and then when I had enough income, then I went to income earning, because crown you cannot qualify for crown. You couldn't upgrade unless you have earnings, and that's what I did, right? But you see, the beauty about this whole program is that you start with just $20 and you do your part. All right. If you don't have the money to add on, to increase, to up, it's okay. But don't stop sharing this. Share with as many people as possible. Know that there are many people out there who need an opportunity, a genuine opportunity, and an opportunity that can give them the long-term benefits. This is where it is. And salary, everybody who goes out there and work is working for a salary. They can identify. They don't have to quit their job to get this extra salary. Imagine if you give them this option and you show them exactly what it means. All right? They just do their part. You do your part. Your responsibility would be, again, to guide, show, lead, mentor them. Right? Mentor people and prepare them for duplication. And they just do this. And people who are working, they have their salary which is coming in on monthly, and they have 3 times more salary. Three other occasions they get. On the first, on the 11th, and on the 21st they get again. This becomes a life changer for them. Not just a game changer, a life changer. Right? The confidence level will be different. People can do more shopping, people can go holiday, people can eat more. It's up to them what they do with the money. It's not our responsibility to tell them what to do, but it's our part and our role to share with them that they have a chance here. Right? So this is really something which should be shared with as many people as possible, especially with people who are working. A lot of people who are working think that, network marketing is not for them. They don't have time. Yes, fine. If they don't have time, but a lot of people are also working part-time outside to earn extra money. Just understand this a little bit better, do what they need to do, and they can have a running income. Right? To hit 40,000, it's not difficult. When I say it's not difficult, I'm not saying it's very easy. What I'm saying is not impossible. Given proper attention to it, you will get it. Okay? Now, this is something which I like to share. Again and again, I like to share this. Richard Branson, once I found this quote, and then I thought that it's very meaningful. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes. And then learn how to do it later. Now, this is so true. Okay? Really, if someone offers you something, and if you think it's good, say yes, and then learn how to do it. The problem with this issue, think this quote is only one thing. Most people agree that if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure, you say yes first. They will say yes. They'll get excited. They will say yes. But they don't do the second part. They don't learn how to do it. Really, the reason why I want to stress this point is because people are familiar with salary. Nobody can tell an employer, now that I've signed with you, now I'm your employee, I've signed the appointment letter. I don't want to learn anything. I don't want to do anything. You must give me salary every month. It is not possible. Logically speaking, it's not possible. No, we will not even say that to anybody. So how can we think that if we just need to put $20, we don't do anything? Now that the gate protocol, the FAME protocol said that I can get lighter, you must give me salary. It is not right. It is not mature thinking. Right? Let's apply the same scenario. Let's apply the same thing and look at this. Right? So, everything said and done, is it possible to hit lifetime salary? Yes, of course. Let me show you from my back office. Okay? This is my back office. Right? Look, I joined only on the 21st of July. Not even 2 months. Not even 2 months at the moment. Okay? 21st of September, I will be 2 months. I'm crowned. I've come up, ranked up to crown. And so I'm waiting for internal salary so that I can upgrade to the next package. Now that's my total balance now. Team size has grown to 2010 in less than 2 months. This is the speed of this program. Do your part. Do what you need to do. And you will enjoy the growth. Okay? Again, I want to highlight the upline, downline again. It doesn't mean that just because you rank up, you pay more, you just want to go to diamond and then your upline, downline income will increase. No. I am a crown. My upline, downline is also just $6.70 and 7.3. It doesn't work by you putting more money. It all depends on how active you are. The first 20, the 20 who joined you before you and the 20 who joined you after you. If they are active, you get more faster. If they are not so active, you will get eventually. Don't worry too much about it. These are bonuses, right? The passive income is bonus. My global pool has gone up to 66. Single leg, I have not started enjoying it yet. Whereas all the others, the direct sale, definitely, the level earning, and I have 20 directs. One was just a test thing which we did, right? We're talking to the company to put only people who have activated. That would be more accurate, right? And then you look at this. All right. Another one thing to acknowledge is the pool IDs, right? Some may be wondering, why is it that I upgrade, then I got this. This 120 is for 2 pools, okay? The global pool and the single leg, right? So, 50, what do you call that? Whenever you sign up, whenever you upgrade, you get your extra ID. It will give you 2 times the ID that you're supposed to get because it's for 2 pools, right? Referral ID is already comes with this. Now, I have qualified for lifetime income. That is the reason why I want everybody to really enjoy this benefit. You know, it is fun to know that every 10 days I get paid. It doesn't matter how much. I'm just excited that I get paid every 10 days. Additional. To other than the other incomes, all right? Up to date, I've received 1,675 for my salary. Right? How far am I? Today's salary point is 7.03. Right? I'm almost hitting my 80,000 mark. Should be there soon, right? The weaker leg weaker leg has qualified. The power leg is a little bit, but it will take place. It will happen, right? So it is possible. And how fast did I qualify? Look at this. 3 weeks. It took me 3 weeks. I qualified for 40,000 in 3 weeks. I started on 21st. All right, or rather, before 1 month, I qualified. So, it can happen for anybody. You just do your part, right? So, this is you look at this, I started on 21st, 23rd, I qualified for 1,000, then 2,000, next day, the following day 5,000, and then 2 days later 27, and then 4 days later 20,000, and then after that 15 days later was this. So really, this is a business where the speed is there. The speed is there, and it can be for anybody, really, not just for a chosen few, right? And then let's look at the salary in our back office, okay? The wallet summary, sorry. Okay, now, if you want to search for your salary, just need to key in salary. And it will appear. Okay, here's the salary. You see that, of course, those were the earlier payouts were $10, $20, $80 was the earlier system was 10% reward every week. I enjoyed some of it for a while. And then on the 5th of September, we got our first time when they have announced that you will get a monthly. Correct? So it was 814. Now, some may say that, wow, last salary was bigger than this. No, this salary was not 10 days. The accumulation was more than 10 days, more than 2 weeks, right? So now if we were to take 281 times 3, all right, let's do a proper calculation. Let's do a live calculation and see. Right, what is my salary for today? Is 281.2. Now if we were to do a live calculation, and then we'll do this, alright? 281. Now I'm going to get 0.2, right? Now we're going to do it 3 times 3, because I'm going to get, so it's actually more than what I got the last time, right? So don't look at it. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this was because some may think that, oh, the salary points have dipped. Actually not, right? Actually not. Salary point has actually not dipped. Accordingly, it has also sustained. Okay? So the reason why you're seeing 7.03 now and the other day it was 20.36 is because that was an accumulation of more than 20 days. Now this time is 10 days, and then moving forward it will be 10 days. It would be very reasonable to think that this would be around the base at the moment. Alright, as it grows, as the team grows bigger, some may say that, oh, if the team grow bigger, then the points will be lesser. No, actually, you're not going to get lesser, you're going to get more. Because they're going to be higher ranks. A lot more money is going to come into the pool. On the plus, on top of that, there's going to be another set of contributions to the pool from the company's projects. Metaverse is big. Metaverse is huge. Just for everybody's sake, let me share one of the presentations that I did for the team. Let me get that out and show you. Okay, how big is Metaverse? Okay, I shared this as an illustration to show everybody the other time, but it's worth repeating again because it's necessary for us to acknowledge where we are and what is our thing. All right, I made a comparison to what do you call that? Skype. Okay, Skype started in 2003. Why am I using Skype? Was because Skype was one of the things that changed the way people communicated with one another. People who were overseas, people who went overseas to work, and people who went, who could not fly back home as regularly as can, and miss their family. They couldn't see one another. Phone calls only. And then when Skype came along, they could finally see one another on the face to rather on the camera, and then it was a joy for them. Right? Whenever a new thing comes in and it's exciting and it's right, look at the number of take-up. Skype was about 50 million in 2005. Started in 2003. 2 years later, 50 million take-up. And we're talking then people were not so technically savvy yet. Correct? So now 50 million. Now 2005 towards that, what they call it, in just after that, they increased to, in just 5 years, they increased to 600 million. So this is a huge jump, right? The more users, the more money they make, right? Now, what about the metaverse industry? Why are we using this? This is the same comparison we take. Even we talk about 10 years after Skype, what came about was Zoom, right? Zoom, the highest, the official launch of Zoom was 2013, January. Okay? Now that means 10 years after Skype. Now look at this. 943 visitors in the month of February, because March, because April, they report that April is 810. But that's still a lot. Now look at this. What about Metaverse? 2022. Now, it was estimated that the global Metaverse market stood at $65.5 billion. In 2003, that means this is 20 years after Skype, 10 years after Zoom. Why are we talking about this? Is because this is one of our main project of the organization. And with this, look at currently it is already at 65.5 billion. In 2023, it's expected to be 82 billion this year. We will be able to see it. We'll be able to see it in this year. 80 billion. So that means to say, GAIN protocol, FAID protocol is in a $1 billion industry. Even if they have 0.01 market share, it's going to be a lot of money coming into them. All right, and that 10% goes to important for us to know, because 10% goes to our salary pool. Now, it is going to go up to expected to go up to $936.6 billion by 2030. Is it really going to happen? You know what? Projections can be wrong. But let's say it goes to just 300 billion. It's still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money, and part of it is going to be GAIN protocol's share. Why? Because they are in the game. They are the first one who are going to come up with Zoom as well as Skype put together. It's going to be meetings. It's going to be a lot of things happening on the metaverse. At this point, from up to today, it's always just metaverse. It's just talking about buying some virtual land, playing some games and stuff like that. Now, this is what's going to happen. Okay? We are in a $1 billion industry. So let's just recognize this, how big this is. It's big, right? And I wanted to share something. I came across something very interesting, and I have kept this, and I think that it's worth sharing now. Right? Let me share this with you. This one. Look at this. This is a clipping of in April 1963. 1963, this company was already saying you'll be able to carry phone in your pocket in future. Alright? Many people were thinking that this is absurd. And they also mentioned that time that it's still far in the future. And they had mentioned here, the visual image telephone allows party to converse by the way of microphone, and then, they're going to have a TV phone. This was 1963, they're talking about the TV phone, it used to call. Alright? And it was just an imagination at the time. Today is a reality. Today, if we talk about, then people were saying this is impossible. Today, you tell people you don't need a phone, they say it's impossible for me not to have a phone. Correct? Look at this. Whatever was discussed then is our reality today. The same thing that I'm telling you, whatever is being discussed right now about metaverse is going to be a reality. Right? So we have a very, very major project on hand. Something that will be able to give us the ability to make a lot of money. Right? We're just talking about basic stuff now. We're just talking about building the community. For this project to go on, it needs our participation in building the community. Enjoy building the community. Just do what you need to do and let it be that the project take care of you eventually. questions, let's answer. Meanwhile, let me take a screenshot. Let me share with the teams that, hey, this is what's happening for us now. Right?